Good day, my friends in YouTube land. You're watching the Winston Joe Cooking and Discovery TV. Today I'll be doing a simple dish, very simple beef stew. Yes, very simple vegetable beef stew dish. So I will be adding some powder seasoning to the beef here, and then I'll be heading to the stove, put some oil, heat the oil, and add the steak into the oil. And after searing for just a short while, then I will commence the cooking journey. Once the beef is seared in the oil to the point where I need it to be, then I'll add some liquid, and when the beef is near cooking, then I will add all the vegetables and complete this cooking journey. Yes, so today it will be vegetable beef stew. Simple and easy dish to do. Vegetable beef stew. So I'm just going to add some black pepper, some curry, some salt, and put some onions in it, and then I will remove the onions from the beef while I sear it into the pot. So you're watching the Winston Joe Cooking and Discovery TV on the YouTube platform. So without further ado, let the cooking journey begins. Alright, so here we are. The salt was already prearranged. Let's put a little bit more sea salt. The best salt to cook with, from my research, is iodized salt. You need iodized salt into your diet to protect your thyroid glands in case of radiation exposure. So iodine salt is a salt that should be on your cooking table in your kitchen when you're cooking, because it protects your thyroid glands from radiation exposure. Yes, that's what caused me to lose my thyroid glands, because of radiation exposure, and how I got exposed to radiation was from going to the dentist many times over in the past, and other medical conditions that have brought me to the hospital or to the doctor, and from various x-rays due to injuries. As a result of that, I wind up getting exposure, and that exposure inflame my thyroid glands, and there goes my thyroid glands eventually inflamed and could not restore itself back to balance, and as a result I wind up had to have major surgery. Yes, so I'm doing a short marinating. I'm not going to marinate it and sit around for hours. I don't need to. From my experience in cooking, when I finish cooking, it still tastes the same as if it was marinated. Whether it's for 1 day, 2 days, or 3 days, it tastes awesome, because I am that good in the kitchen. Yes. So this is going to be, yes, vegetable beef stew. Curry vegetable beef stew. So as you can see, I added iodized sea salt and black pepper and curry. And I'm just going to rub some onions into it, but the onions are not going into the pot at the moment, just to give it some added extra flavor during searing, so you can smell fantastic. You're watching the Winston Joe on the Cooking and Discovery channel. Alright, so I'm going to pick the steak out and put them in the pot. Ready? Just start searing now. Alright, so that's it for that. Alright, flame on. Alright, I added my, olive oil. Special olive oil. Alright, so a quick review of what I have here. You saw me marinate the black pepper and the curry and the salt and the onions into the beef stew meat. Alright, now to my left is the potatoes that will be going into the stew. These are Idaho potatoes, special Idaho potatoes from the United States. And on the upper left are bell peppers. Yes, and then I have turnips. Yes, the white vegetable this year is called turnips. And these are chocha. In some other languages they call it chayote or chocho. And of course I have some carrots here for you. Yes, and then over here I have tomatoes cut up and scallion and garlic, of course, and my specialty, my hot scotch bonnet pepper. That looks more like red pepper to me. Alright, Jamaican red pepper. Yes, so this is what I'll be doing today with my beef stew. Vegetable curry beef stew. Yes, vegetable curry beef stew. Yeah, there we go. Vegetable curry beef stew on the Winston gel. Cooking and Discovery TV. Alright, this oil is super hot, so I'm just going to add some garlic real quick. Yes. Yes, this oil is super hot. Alright. Next, the steaks will be going in. That noise is because I'm knocking off the onions of the beef stew. I don't want the onions to go inside of the pot, not now. And the reason I'm going to sear these to a certain level is to get a certain color during the cooking process, because I won't be using any coloring. I won't use soy sauce or anything along that line. Right? So there you go. That is the beef stew meat. I'm going to cover it and allow it to sear. Then I turn it over, and then after that and then I add some liquid. Alright, the beef has a lot of water in it, so in the meantime I guess they're cooking with all that water is coming from the beef. I add no liquid to it, no liquid whatsoever. All of that liquid is coming from the beef. So it's going to take a while before this dry out. Alright, so this is going to be my vegetable beef stew. This is the beef that I have, that I'm cooking with. So there'll be a lot of vegetables in the pot. You're watching the Winston Joe Cooking and Discovery TV on the YouTube platform. Alright, let it dry down so fast. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to put my beef broth into it and allow it to cook. And then I'll start adding all the various ingredients into the beef stew, vegetable curry beef stew. You're watching the Winston Joe and the Cooking and Discovery TV. This is part 1 of the cooking journey. So the beef stew is in the pot searing, and I will be adding the beef broth, this item over here. I'll be adding it into the stew to allow the stew to cook. And then I'll add celery. Yes, I add in celery, carrots, turnips, this one here, and this is chayote or chocha in Jamaica, and of course bell peppers, and I have Idaho potatoes and the onions that I use to season the beef stew, and of course tomatoes, scallion, and more fresh garlic. So this is part 1 of the cooking journey. I'll be entering into part 2 very shortly. So I'll be cooking vegetable curry beef stew. Vegetable curry beef stew. This is part 1.